Okay, let's make audio test. So, can you all hear me?
Yes. Very good.
Okay, we don't need the video screen.
Europa macht ja alles
Okay, let's go
Thomas
to
hat
the
doch aber
VRium.
geschrieben, dass man sich in Austin auch vor Ort treffen kann. Und da hat er eine
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ja, das
and everyone in between,
war die Basis.
fellow Metanauts, welcome to X Hour, our series of events running alongside South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. Over the next few days, we look forward to bringing you a series of inspiring sessions, each showcasing a highlight from Immersive X, the next reality festival. Speaking of which, the 5th edition of Immersive X is taking place this year from 11th to 13th of November. And I don't know whether you are aware of it, but registration is now open. So as soon as this session is over, make sure to sign up and be a part of it. Before we begin today, a huge thank you to Agog for allowing us to host today's session in this incredible world. Agog is an immersive media institute established a year ago here at South by to help creators and non-profit leaders harness the power of XR to imagine a better future for all of us. And that brings us to why we are here today, because this world, the Agog House, was created by our two presenters. Great artists are instantly recognizable by their signature style, whether they are filmmakers, painters, or writers. Whenever you step into an immersive world created by ShuShu or Niko Lang, you will immediately recognize their distinct artistic touch. Their designs create atmospheres that captivate, inspire, and transport you to alternate realities. In this X-Hour session, they will reveal insights into their secret code of Metaverse design. And I wonder if you are as curious as I am. So let's have a warm emoji applause for ShuShu and Niko.
Oh,
Hello. Okay. Stage amplification.
hello everyone. Can anyone hear us? Well,
Yeah.
good.
Perfect.
Can you all see each other? There are beautiful avatars here. Look around, see a friend. You can all see them. That's perfect. If you can't see anyone, you have to click on the menu, on the VR chat menu, and then on right bottom side it says change shield level, then click none, and then you'll be able to restart everything and see everyone. All right?
Perfect.
Do we have our special guests from Austin, Texas, South by Southwest festival guests? We have them here.
Yes.
Yeah, welcome to all of you. It's a great pleasure having you here. Some of you might be here in the first time in their life in VR. Some of us are good friends of us who came here, and we're very excited to present something different to you all today. I am ShuShu. This is my friend
I'm Niko.
Niko. Yes, I come from Poland, Krakow, the city of the kings, of the Polish kings, and Niko comes from Hamburg.
Germany. Hamburg, Germany. Yes.
Yes. We're going to have a short tour today. We're going to see 3 of our creations. Each of them will present a different aspect of design. Why we call it designing the metaverse? The reason is because we truly believe that the artists, creators who come to VR and design worlds or any other experience actually design the future. The style that we bring would actually make the metaverse look as it is. Some creators, some organizations, foundations, companies who wish to join VR, to experiment this technology, usually do not change the way they think. In reality, they are trying to replicate what they know from the real world. And we are here to offer you something else, to show you the potential, the real potential of virtual reality, and how we can start thinking in a different way, because this technology requires a whole different approach of everything we ever knew. Niko, maybe just tell us a few words about yourself for those who don't know us.
Yeah, I'm Niko. I met ShuShu in Altspace a few years ago, and since then we are working together. And I'm specialized in shaders. It's a special technology where you can design graphics, animated graphics in Unity or in any game engine. For example, when you look around here, you can see that animated skybox. Like you can see clouds in the sky. You can see all kinds of animations, and you will see that a lot in the tour. It's more than just textures, static textures. It's all animated. It's dynamic, and that's what you can do with shaders. And I'm doing that a lot in my worlds, and I'm using it kind of as a painting tool almost. It's a bit like what you would do in movie production, like After Effects maybe, where you can have different layers of images and you blend them in different ways. That's kind of what shaders do. It's a bit more complex than that, but it's kind of like the workflow. So it's a mix of programming and design, and that's like what I'm specialized at.
I have to admit, because I am witnessing Niko's work closely, when you see what he's doing, it's a very, very complex mathematical, physical thing, graphs and codes that all together create a magic and an image. That you wouldn't even believe that all these numbers and things actually create a beautiful image. And that's a very important aspect in the metaverse. I come from theater. I graduated in theater direction in the National Academy of Theater in Krakow. And I also graduated the Andrzej Wajda Film School in Warsaw. Wajda is, for those who don't know, he's a Oscar winner. He was one of my greatest teachers and supporters, and he told me once one thing I would never forget: never talk about yourself. Find somebody else to talk about you. But unfortunately today we have to do it, so we try to save some words about us. What I meant is that as a person that comes from the theater, from the stage, who know the metaphysical aspect and energy of the stage, know how to work with actors, how to create the magic, the biggest challenge was, are we able to create the metaphysical experience in this cyber technology, digital technology? That was the biggest challenge, actually. And I'm referring to what Niko says about shaders. This is an example of using the technology to create something that is metaphysical. So using the physical aspect to create a metaphysical feel. 3 examples that we're going to show you will present 3 different aspects. The first one is this world, Agog, the Agog house. The second one is going to be the solar system created by Niko. And the last one would be an animated, fully animated experience called the Frozen Age. Now, for those of you who don't know Niko, he created a few worlds, among them the Exoplanet, who became very famous in this platform. This is by far one of the largest platforms existing VR platforms, and he has, I think, already 6 million visits, right, in VR chat.
Yeah, 6.5 million approximately.
That's something amazing it gives you the idea about artists, how they can present their work. It would be very hard to achieve this in the real world. So this event is meant for organizations, companies, artists, designers who wish to start doing something in in VR, some kind of activity or some kind of an artwork. And we are here to show you these three examples. So this is a GOG house. A GOG is a foundation that has a goal to, as their motto say, make something that means something and to create a better world. It's about social justice and similar issues, and they actually needed a space, a home space in VR where they can create live events. And we had the privilege to collaborate with them and actually to bring their brand into VR, but with an artistic touch. Usually, some customers, clients that we're trying to work with, they all want to just replicate what they know. They want the office, and we always struggle to explain them that there's something else. And this is an example. So it's quite a standard place without animation, without emotional experience, but it does have an artistic touch and all the event system that we need. And I'd like to show you around a little bit. So you can stand up together with me and follow me. I'm going to take the microphone so you can hear me. I think it's going to work now. All right. So I'm here with you. Niko is with us as well, and everyone. Okay, so you can follow me, please. This is the main hub here when we have the brand with these flowers, and here you can see an example of beautiful shaders created by Niko. We do this together. It's all about creative collaboration between artists. That's a beautiful thing about VR, that we can, meet people, new people, and create something together. And look at this water shaders and this glowing lights and all that. But what's important here that also you can look at the building, what we call the theater. That's the stage where we were before. And I'm going to show you some example how this work can become modular. You can click on some things. If you come closer to me, because I need to leave the microphone so you hear me better, and I'm going to make some transitions. So if we look at the theater, I can take those ribs out, for example, right? And it would look like this. Or I can close it this way. It completely changes the design. I can also make a different image inside, something more pinky, as you can see, or some animated graphics. At the ribs again, we can go inside. We can go again inside slowly, so you can see how it's changed. Right? You can place any other image with logo or with anything. It just completely changes all the feeling. And that's the thing that we like to encourage people to think creatively and to add some modularity to the design. The VRChat is a great platform in terms of scripting. It allows many different things, and it gives a lot of freedom and creativity to world builders. And the last thing we're going to do here is we're going to walk around a little bit. We're going to see the nature closely. Just to mention, everyone, this event is streamed live. So other guests in the South by Southwest Festival could actually see it on a screen. But also you can do it as a public link on YouTube. And you will have some kind of a memorial video to watch this tour. Look at you, all look beautiful in these flowers. Let's go around a little bit. So the skybox is the image around us. It's all this, the mountains and the sky and all that things. And this is a very complex world by Niko, using also AI technology and shaders. And can you explain maybe a little bit about this, Niko?
It's basically an AI generated image. It's not just one image. It's basically many images. There are some tools like blockade layers. Some people might even know it, where you can just generate a 360 environment, like a 360 image. What I'm doing is going beyond that. I don't want one static image. I want actually more control over all the different parts of the image. So what I did is I generated multiple parts, multiple images, and photoshopped them together using also Photoshop's AI functionality to stitch them together. So it's like a collage basically. Then I'm cutting out the mountains. I'm creating that atmosphere, the clouds. It's all done in the shader, all animated in the shader. So I'm layering all these different parts of the image from Photoshop and from the shader into a fully animated skybox. So it's a bit more than just generating an image, but I think the result is quite interesting.
Definitely. Let's go around here. Look at, the thing about the VR world is some worlds has beautiful views. Some have some kind of an energy, real energy inside, and can only feel it when you try to feel the space. To walk around and look at it from different angles. Feel that you're together with other people from all around the world who gather here together. And it's just a beautiful thing, to be here. We actually all the pioneers of VR. Not so many people in this world are using VR. So we're kind of the first in the world, in the history. And we can now go through this area to inside the theater. If you notice that even butterflies here. Look. Flying around. And here we go. Right, and we can go through the stairs. Until we're again inside the theater. There's a backstage over there behind the stage with a big screen to operate the whole system, the event. You will not be able to see it because it's linked to a whitelist. But once you have this kind of venue in VR, you can practically do everything. You can mute the audience, you can amplify them, you can play a video. Let me show you quickly the video. Working. Maybe I need to click some link. Wait, anyway, this is the screen that plays. Right? This is a screen that plays. You can make a whole event. Yeah. It's just a simple example. This is a whole video player system. You can actually play a DJ session and have a whole party here. Remove all the sofas and make a disco club here in the nature. This is a GOG. Now we're going to drop a portal and take you further to the next world, which is a very educational and scientific experience. It's called Niko's solar system, with some features that some of you might not know. They have been added lately. And Niko, let's go maybe to the hub here, over here, so we can drop a portal. Right. So we're going to create another group instance, and if from any reason some of you will lose us on the way, you just click on the menu, search for the Immersive X group, and see the solar system venue and just join us. All right?
Okay.
Okay. So
Don't walk in yet. Just wait a moment. I'm going first. So it's a group Immersive X. Okay, I'm going first. You can join in.
That we can actually join now. When you go there, please wait in the spawn area where you are located and wait for us. Thank you.
Yeah, in Altspace we made so many tours here.
Guys, let's try to stick together because we don't have a microphone here, so we go all closer to Niko, so we can all hear Niko.
Yeah.
This is, by the way, young Niko. This is Niko when he was young.
That's actually my avatar from Altspace VR.
Baby Niko.
It's actually a beautiful concept because Niko sits here all day, 24/7, keep creating his worlds. Maybe Niko will tell you about his childhood, how it started, all this passion. It's also an interesting topic.
I'm doing this space stuff for a while now, like for a long time. I even have an old picture of me like doing this, working on some like space machine, like in my room. It's and I was just like I don't know 7 years old. I don't know. So I'm doing this for a while. Yeah.
You even became an alien.
Yeah, I am an alien. Okay.
One
Do we have
question,
a recommendation
Niko, do we have
in terms of world volume? How much? How many percent?
Usually you want to be around 50% world volume. That's the default in VR chat.
Yep.
So
Can we before we start, Niko, can we make sure that all our guests from South by from Austin are here? Can we get a sign that?
Okay. Next. So this is a solar system. That's one of my first worlds I built in Altspace VR. Before Altspace VR by Microsoft was shut down 2 years ago. It's pretty much 2 years now. And the solar system was also my first world in VR chat. It's not my biggest world here, but it's still a really interesting one. And we can quickly do a few examples here what you can do. It's meant to be an educational world about the solar system and the planets. And one thing we can do here, we can go to that sphere over here. We can go inside it. And you will see that you can see all the constellations in the sky because like the stars are actually the real stars, and you can see the different constellations. You can see certain elements, like you can see the Pleiades, Andromeda Galaxy up there, and you can see the names of the planet. So that's just like a quick overview what you can see here. What we will do now, we will go to 2 planets. We'll go to Venus and we'll go to Earth. So we will start at Venus, and I show you what you can do here. So let's quickly, slowly go to Venus over there. Follow me. Okay, so on each planet you will hear a sound, and that sound is actually a sound that was recorded. It's not directly a sound because there is no sound in space. It's a translation from magnetic fields or radio waves into like a sound, and each planet has an own unique sound. What you can also do here, like you see the planet and it's rotating, you can look inside it. So when you slowly go to the surface here, you can see the inner layers. So you can kind of see how big everything is, how the different layers are. So you have the core here, and everything in the solar system here, what you can see, like the sun over there, the different planets are all to scale. Not the distances, but the size of the planets. So when you see Venus here and you can compare to Earth, you will see it's pretty much the same size. But when you go to the moon, for example, or you see an asteroid impact later, you will see how small it actually is compared to Venus or the Earth. Someone clicked the button over there. That's something we wanted to do next. No, it's okay. Like we wanted to go there anyway. So we go into that thing here. Like you have buttons you can click. Like this was a button, and we can actually go inside it, and that's like the surface of Venus. So when we go inside that sphere, you will stand. Oh no, don't! Please don't click it. Okay. And now we go inside.
Oh, it's all good. Come on,
Wow.
let's go. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Not at all.
So now we stand on the surface of Venus. It's quite hot. Like we wouldn't survive here for long. We would probably survive like a millisecond. There's a lot of pressure. It's really hot. It's like 500 degrees Celsius. I don't even know how much that is in Fahrenheit. Probably about 800 or something. Like it's you can't live on it. There was a Soviet probe in the 70s that actually landed here, and it survived for I think 30 seconds. And you hear a sound in the background. It's actually from a recording. It's not a really nice place to live on, but it's an interesting planet because it's extremely hot. It's the atmosphere is made of like 98% CO2, so it's closer to the sun, and you have like almost 100% CO2 in the atmosphere. So it's a really strong effect on the temperature. You don't want to live here, but in VR you can. So in VR you can actually see how it would look like on that planet.
Yeah, exactly. And this is exactly the kind of magic we're talking about. Like if you step out of this sphere, it's quite small. It's just an optical illusion of an infinite space.
Yeah, exactly. You can just walk out of the sphere and you will see it, and you can walk in. It's a really nice way to show these spaces in VR.
Right.
Okay, I
It's
turn it off
just a
again, and then we
perfect-
go to the next planet.
Mhm. Yeah, we can follow Niko
So-
now to Earth.
So we go to the next planet.
You can go slowly. You look funny.
So here you have our planet, and you can also go inside it. Let's quickly go inside it. Look into the core and the inner core. It actually has like an inner solid core, like a liquid outer core and solid inner core. That's why we have the strong magnetic field that we need to survive. Like without that magnetic field, we would have a problem. Yeah, and you have the moon on this side over here, and you see like the size compared. You can actually feel it. Like in VR, you have a completely different sense of scale. You wouldn't be able to do that like anywhere else. Only in VR you can actually feel it, how big it is compared to the Earth. That's the interesting thing about VR. Like it's a completely different point of view you can give to people. There's also a way to go to the moon surface. There's a button over here. So let's quickly go to the moon surface. So it's another sphere here. So now we stand on the moon. And you see the Earth over there. Like that's how big it would be from here. Like I actually tried to make it exactly the size you would see it from the moon.
Over there. That's over there.
That's how big it would be. Yeah.
Oh, look, it's almost full Earth.
I think I can make it. One jump, I can make it.
But
Don't
I think it's all conspiracy because now we know that the Earth is flat, so it's not possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
We just saw the moon landing.
By the way,
Okay,
Niko has a
so-
world. It's called Flat Earth. You have to see it next time.
That's something that will come later this year, yeah. So I have one more animation to show, and then we go to the next world. So follow me. Okay. Everyone come here around me. Like here in this area. It's a nice place to see it. So what we will do now, I will show an animation of an asteroid impact that happened 55 million years ago. You probably heard about it. It's named the Chicxulub impact. It's basically the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, or at least participated in killing the dinosaurs. And you will see how big that asteroid was compared to the planet Earth. So let's do a time travel.
Hold on, man, guys, because we're gonna have a time machine now. It's gonna twist a little
just
bit.
wait here. So this is not the real size yet. You will see in 10 seconds we'll do a time travel, and you can follow that asteroid here. And you can get really close and see how big it actually was compared to the planet, and we'll see. You will maybe a bit surprised how small it actually was. So now you can go to the size.
What?
Do you see
That's
a
small.
little
That's-
tiny
yeah.
target?
Yeah.
And it's but it's so fast, and the issue here was the impact.
Yeah, it's
Crazy,
all
that's
about
like-
speed. 15 kilometers. It's basically the size of a city, but it's already enough to actually make all that destructions. You can see the Gulf of America, Mexico, whatever, and that's where it hit. And now you can see.
It's so
And
small.
let's take
The
it. Dinosaurs
dinosaurs
are
are
dying.
small.
Let's listen to what happens there. Just look at this view.
Yeah. You can see that wave going around the planet, doing all these wildfires. Like now it's hitting Africa and Europe over here. It was actually a lot slower. Like it took, I think, 2 hours to actually go to the other side.
2 hours.
Yeah, it's not a, it takes a while.
But you can
And
see
have all the debris from the impact going back to the planet.
you can see how massive was this destruction and how vulnerable the planet is actually. One tiny asteroid, 10-15 kilometers, and that's it. Sometimes we forget about
Niko,
it.
did
We
you-
take everything
Niko, did you
obvious.
reconstruct the Earth's third surface from older
Yeah, I think
times?
we've had a
Yes.
couple. Hasn't there been like a couple near misses?
Yeah, I did.
But like, I don't know, in recent history, I don't know, when I say recent history, I don't actually have a date for it, but there's been like, where this could have happened again, basically.
There is no big asteroid like this, like coming to the planet. Like in 32, there is a possible impact of an asteroid, but it's just 50 meters. I mean, it will still cause destruction if it actually hits a city, but it's not 15 kilometers like this one, so it wouldn't be a global killer. Yeah, so now we're going back. And yeah, that was the animation.
We're back on our time, and we're safe, and everything is okay.
Oh,
But we shouldn't forget
thank
that
goodness.
life, is short. Life on the planet is short, and we just have to do everything we can, to help it survive. So one of our experiences actually is the overview effect. It was initiated by our friends Tom Niko and Frank White, space philosopher. And it's an animated experience, and with voice speech over of Frank White, and it's a wonderful thing. And we're now thinking together how to develop it and how to make it more accessible to the future. So this is actually the value of VR in terms of education. Imagine all those kids in primary schools, they used to open the book or to Google some pictures, and that's how they learn about space. Why not bring in all this thing into school and show them this is a combination of a game and an educational problem? I'm sure the kids would love it. I think it's a way better educational system rather than just, we saw other solar system works with less creative solutions, or sometimes only with pictures on the wall as if in a gallery. This is an example that includes animations, has a storytelling, involves you emotionally, and helps you to not only to learn some scientific data, but also to think about your existence. And that's the value of this. That's why we
Hey,
wanted to
ShuShu?
show a solar system. Yeah, sure.
And why don't you add to that Frank White now is taking children from school systems to the overview effect and having them meet up with kids from other parts of the world to have that together. So it's happening. And
Yeah,
that plugs in Immersive X. And you can see tomorrow at an Immersive X event some kids from Africa who have done the overview effect with other kids from around the world. So it'll be at this time tomorrow.
Absolutely. We shaped the future. We designed the metaverse not only in terms of the visuals and the content, but we designed the new generation to think, to learn more in a better way, a more effective way. And the last example we wanted to share with you is a completely animated experience that can also serve as a educational, emotional experience. We will not be showing this time a pure art. We have some area where we actually have our own theater, and it's like a deeper art thing, but we're going to show you a quite artistic animation that has an educational value. It was created as a sample for a museum, and it's called the Frozen Age. So we're going to go and see how the Frozen Age looked like many years ago.
Let's
This
see
is
it.
the portal.
Klappt's mit dem Laufen? Ja. Aber deine Füße bewegen sich nicht, Gerald.
Nee, furchtbar.
Click anything. Try to be careful on the side here. Don't fall down the platform.
Right.
You can stay on this platform here while stay on the platform.
Listen, guys, everything you're about to see here is a complete optical illusion. You're not moving anywhere. You stand in one position. You don't have to walk anywhere. You will see a cylinder screen around this construction with a target that points where it's better to look at. And we're just going to play this animation so you can see it. So once we know everyone is here, just give us a sign, please, Thomas, and we can start.
Yeah.
We can start.
I guess we're all good.
Wonderful. Please make sure your work volume is at a decent level. So you click on the VR chat menu, then you have the speaker icon at the bottom, at the lower bar. You click on that and you see audio. So I have master 110, and then I have world 70. I think it would be good to have it at least at 70 here. And if that's so, then you're prepared.
Okay, so let's start.
Right.
Should I start it?
Yes.
Yes, please. Do we have Carlos
Sure.
here?
Yeah.
Yes, you have.
He's
Okay,
here.
great.
Welcome to the Ice Age. Scanning object. High intensity plasma engine activated.
Don't forget about the volume in your headset equipment, actually. It might be only 50%, make it full. You can come closer to the glass. You can come closer to the glass so you can see it better. And you see there's a target over here. Sometimes it rotates, just follow the target, alright?
Engine power set to low capacity.
A new day rises upon the Euro region at the heart of the Ice Age. Icy mountains, valleys, and crystal cold waters combine to create one of the most stunning landscapes in the world.
Do not forget to look around. We are in VR. It's everywhere.
High-intensity plasma engine set to low power.
The southern Polish glaciation took place during the Pleistocene epoch, which began 730,000 years ago and continued on for another 300,000 years.
Target is on that side. That's because we're going to go fast and higher. This machine is going to take us to have a different view of the space. Look over there, there's a bird.
The world of flora
He always
and
does
fauna
it.
was different from our present landscape.
Okay, the target is
Most
there.
of Europe back then, this Jurassic region was almost entirely covered with ice.
Engine power set to low capacity.
And I'm gonna go through that tunnel.
Detection lights activated.
Cave. Oh no. Oops. Sorry. I was driving not so straight.
All of these breathtaking sights in the Frozen Age seem so unreal, so untamed. Seeing these things, we might feel as if we were living in a fairy tale. One can wonder whether it was all true or was it just a dream.
High-intensity plasma engine set to low power. Preparing to base contact.
What the heck is that?
Yeah, we're gonna go to the base.
Yeah, that's where we started.
Weird spaceship.
It's only visuals, sound, values of geometry, and a vision, and that's how you create the magic. This is an example of how you combine.
Bye bye. How you combine all these elements into one emotional experience. Like, it makes you feel, and that's what we love about art in VR and animation. And this is like the unique approach that myself and Niko, and sometimes we have also other artists joining our team. This is what we like to share with you. And this is the main thing that we wanted to present in this session. And we all hope that you learned something new, that you enjoyed. And I want to mention that this beautiful voiceover at the background belongs to Faye.
Oh, that's
And
Faye.
Faye, some of you might know her
recognize that
from
voice.
Allspace VR. That's how we connect. And then she did it in a wonderful way. And we have a beautiful professional team here of filmmakers. It's Carlos Alstein and John. Carlos is in a drone and also digitally wired is John flying around. They have professional equipment. They do beautiful shots, they mix them together live while streaming into VR. So we have a really nice stream. And thank you guys for all your beautiful work. And thank you guys for joining us. Now, if you have any questions, things that you want to ask about the worlds that we saw or this world, please feel free to make a free chat now.
Before that, ShuShu, please accept our applause. It was great. Thank you very much.
It was amazing.
Thank
you.
Amazing. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. One of the exciting thing that happened to our in VR is the fact that we met some very, very unique people in a previous platform in Allspace VR, and they shut it down. Yeah. We thought we create our other life, and we put so much effort and love and connections with new friends, and it just we were watching how it dies, and one day imagine like a cyber thing, you see on the Matrix. That's it. It stops. No more life. And we were all lost. We came as refugees here to VR chat. And in just a matter of 1 year, Niko just became one of the most popular creators in VR chat. And we managed to bring all our friends together. And Immersive X is one of the most exciting things that happened to us because they actually take care to bring all this community back and to show this creation, to put it outside to the world. And now we go up to Austin, Texas, so all the world can see it. So thank you guys for all that work.
Thank you.
ShuShu,
Our pleasure.
Let me add that, this is the weekend that's the 2-year anniversary of the death of Altspace. And for people who weren't there then, you're going to hear people talking about it. You'll get bored of it. To people who were there, it does mean the death of a world, but it also means VR is real because life and death happens all the time in every world that we inhabit. And I think as sad as it was, sadness is part of life. So I'm not glad Altspace went, but now that it has, it's part of all of our experience, and it makes VR real. So.
Yes, that's true. Some of my friends tell me, "Why are you doing VR? It's not so real. You're escaping from the real world, from reality." And we had some very, very deep emotional thing that nobody can come with this argument anymore that it's not real. It's real. What you felt here today is real. You feel it in your heart. You feel it in your soul. It's real. There's no discussion about it. Tom Nickel is actually one of our best friends, supported us from the very beginning, and he has a beautiful vision about designing death. Actually, creates a whole series of events around it, and this is going to become something very, very interesting. You feel free to contact him. He likes, would probably love, I understand, to get more people to the community. It would be nice.
Any
questions
from the community? If not, I have one. Maybe I would start. Here at South by, obviously, artificial intelligence again is one huge topic. And my question to you would be, as we all have seen, you do something very special in terms of world building. Can you maybe elaborate a little bit about how AI influences your process? Now and especially generative AI now and in the future.
We are trying to use AI in a way that's not. We're not trying to use AI as a content creator. I think it's a mistake many people are doing. They see, okay, I can type in a prompt, I have a result, and I'm placing it, and it's like the finished product. I think that's an approach that will not have a good influence on the quality of the product. But if you see AI as like one step in a bigger workflow, in a bigger creative process, then it's different. We are using it to quickly do brainstorming sessions. We are using it for parts of the images that we create into a bigger image or a shader or like the end product. But there are also many manual steps between. So it's not we are just using it as a content creator. It's just like a really tiny part. It's an additional tool in our tool set to create content. And there are many ways how to use it. And I think especially in VR there are many new ways to use it that many people haven't even thought about. Maybe even we haven't thought about it yet. So you can be really creative about it. And I have an AI gallery here. It's called Magic AI Art Dimensions. It's a World in VR chat where I actually want to show like some shader concepts, how to integrate generative AI into a complete concept, into art. And it's called AI art, but it's actually the AI part of it is just a part of it. It's not the main part. Still, like once you have done like one shader and you can generate new images, you can actually use it for many different applications.
It's very important for artists and creators, filmmakers, graphics and writers and so on to start using AI as a tool. Even if they don't like it, they will have no choice. If you don't start using it as a tool, make it your friend and make a benefit out of it, you will lose your job. Now, there's other ways that we can use, except those that are mentioned by Niko. So, for example, just to create a concept, you can generate an image just to have some inspiration. Or you can use AI to prepare a code for you for some scripting. That's one thing. But I think the biggest example would be the application that we're now developing together. And it's called Teleportalium, the afterlife simulator. And it's going to be something that we won't place in the social platform, but we create an own app. And this is going to be the afterlife simulator. So it's some kind of a sci-fi device that injects some elements to your brain and creates an illusion of something that reminds of a near-death experience. And you go through 3 different phases until you get reborn. It's a very spiritual experience, and we are trying to implement an AI system there. That would be something very innovative. I will not tell you everything about it because hopefully the next session would be with Teleportalium so we can present it and you will be witnessing this.
Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting.
Those from South by Southwest, can you raise your hand so we can see where you are? Yeah, here. Okay. All right. So thank you, everyone. Again, feel free to have a chat, to talk, or to ask more questions. But in fact, we're done for today. Thank you again.
Thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the experience.
Thank you, Niko. Thank you, ShuShu. And we are back tomorrow with the next session, Open VR Classroom, experience the Africa VR Campus and Center. Hope to see you there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I got 2 friends today. Thank you.
Hi, just a quick question. So this app you were talking about, you said in the next session, like which session you're gonna talk about it?
The next event, not in South by Southwest, but the next Immersive X event. I think it would take at least half a year to make it. So because
okay, so not within this. Okay.
It's not like this.
We will probably show a preview of it, like 2 scenes, sometime in mid-April during Bright Festival in Florence.
So where can I find all this information so I can stay up to date with it?
So first thing you can do is if you click on my avatar, you can see there's a VRium group. You can join this group. Also, you
okay,
can get
VRium,
information through Thomas. And also there is LinkedIn of our VRium. If you are connected with Immersive X with VM people, you might find us ShuShu VRium there, and you will have all the information there. And I'd love to have a contact with you to inform you, because we will also have a live stream there.
Yeah,
Sounds
you
good.
can sign
Looking
up
forward
for
to
the
it.
newsletter, and then you always get to know the latest events. And
Yeah.
the aim would be to have a teleportalium in November for the next Immersive X conference festival. So that's 11th to 13th of November. That's I guess would be great.
Wonderful.
All right, so thanks for coming, for joining. Thanks again, Niko and ShuShu. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, everyone.
And to all the others.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Carlos.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you
Thank
tomorrow.
you, John. Hi, John.
Bye.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Have a great evening, everyone. Great day.